see. Hey guys, can you hear me? Can you see me? Hello everyone. Welcome. How you guys doing? My face is so dark in this white room. Welcome Knife Beats. Thanks bro. Thanks for the warm welcome. I've been gone for a while. So good to see you guys again. Let's see. I changed my computer actually, so I don't have my old. I don't think I have my old stuff here. Did I put it all over here? Hold on. Programming. Oh, I put them over here. Okay. C# course. Okay, I have everything I need. That's good. Welcome guys. How you guys doing? Let me know. How you guys doing? Let me put this in live chat. You guys doing good? Lua engine. Let me start this. Let me see if it actually starts and runs. Okay. Let me see. I need to check the stream. Analytics. All right, so today I'm going to be working on a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be working on my game, and I'm going to see if everything's running properly. I don't want it on my H drive because it's hella slow. This is kind of slow. We'll see if it actually runs here. Otherwise, I'll copy it. Doing great, Gleb. Welcome, man. Welcome, Gleb. Some new stuff in my CPP game now. Stream time, nice. You're new in your CPP. What game were you making again? So about getters and setters, need to start using this in my programming. About getters and setters, okay. In which, well, I guess you mean in C++, right? Hey Miri, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. I'm checking why this is so slow. All right, I'm gonna check why this is so slow. But first of all, we're gonna welcome everybody. We're gonna chill a little bit. We're gonna see what's going on. C++, right? All right, we can go through some of that if you want. Getters and setters. You mean just basic getters and setters, right? For your class variables. Because that we can do. Okay, Solution Explorer. Let me see. Why is this so slow? Here this is. All right. Damn, I haven't set this up. I actually got a new computer, guys. I built a whole new one. I'm gonna cut that video up so you guys can check it if you want. The building of that. It's pretty beef computer, man. That's why everything is so new. Let me see. But it's slow because it's on my external hard drive, and I need to kind of make sure I put it over from here into my actual computer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this. It's never good to run your applications like this from external hard drives. So let me turn that away. Let me just fix this. All right, that's on high performance. Yo, Gaming Mana, what's going on, man? How you doing? Doing good? Now let me put this over to one of my drives here. Let me put it over to here, projects. Let's see if this will help. Let's remove all this. Yo, how you guys doing? What's up? What's up, gaming? How you doing? Doing good? Thanks for tuning in. Glad you guys are here. So what we're gonna do is hopefully get this running now, please, so I can keep working on this game. My idea is to make a co-op game, which I can play with my friends and family. So we recently were playing this Life Force. It's an old NES game, which is like a space shooter with 2-player co-op. I want to make one of those modern style with some nice graphics, some nice functionality, some nice bosses, levels, and all that. So we'll see how that works out. Let me see if this actually runs here. Okay, so we got this going. Let's put it at I usually do 150 so you guys can see what's going on. I don't like this on this side. I do like it on the other side actually. You know when you're used to something, right? You kind of want it on that side. Oops. Okay, so this is good. Let's see now. I just want to see the disk. Oh, that is running like crazy. I don't know what's going on with that. That's why it's kind of bugging out here. Something's going on. Let me see what's going on. Am I actually not recording, am I? I gotta check this out. Some kind of disk usage problem here. Output. General audio. Let me see. Stream, that's good. Video. That's good. I think we're good. I think we're alright. I'm gonna try to run this. Can you hear me all right? I hope you can hear me all right. Let me see. No. SFML systemd.lib. All right, let's see what we got. External SFML include. Okay, so I'm guessing we gotta redo this. Properties. Let's see, linker general. Okay, that's good. General H. Okay, this was the issue here. So what I want to do is I want to do solution there. Here we go. And then here, apply that. Good. And now let's try to run this again. Let's see. Hey bro, no you're not late, you're just in time, I just started. Good day man, good day. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. I'm doing alright. I'm having some disk read problems here, I don't know why. I just gotta see what's going on with this. Read, it's reading, writing like crazy. Might have to restart my stream, I wanna see what's going on. But let me see. Let me see if this actually runs. This hasn't happened before, that's very strange. How are you doing, man? You doing good? That's why this is so slow. Very strange. I think it's because I'm streaming. It's doing something. It's saving something. I'm not sure. Very strange. Output is currently active. Okay. We'll see how that works. Anyway, let me see. I'm gonna have to, I think it started. It's just that I didn't pull any events, right? Let me see. That's what we're gonna do today. Poll, update. Oh, it does poll events. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta check the streaming setting. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I'm gonna check what happens, right? I'll be right back. There we go, guys. Okay, it should be fine now. We're good to go. Man, that was annoying. I had some process like hogging up my hard drive in the background, so that was kind of weird. But now we are good. Can you hear me fine? Thanks. Welcome, you guys. I hope everyone is still here. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see, what did I miss? Library with animations, nice. Did you learn SDL2 library? It's very fast. Oh, I need to check that out actually. I don't know if you're still here, man. I hope. But SDL2, yeah, I need to get back on that. Are you trying to create the Samus platform thingy? Yeah, kind of. I have a separate idea actually. which is a nice little co-op game I wanted to try to work. Actually, I'm just gonna make this engine and then we're gonna go from there. Oh, sorry about that. I shouldn't have that open. Here we go. And let's put this on this side. And let's open this file. There we go. Yeah, so I got a new computer. So a bunch of new things you gotta set up. And I don't know. I have a 2 terabyte hard drive, which has everything on it, and it's not that good at multitasking. So I'll see if I can figure that out. Now it's working, as nothing else is actually hogging it, so it should be good. How you doing, Mr. PhD, though? Thanks for joining. Thanks for showing up. Now we're gonna get to it. So where was I? So if I run this, what happens? Okay, that's not gonna work since we're waiting for some input here. Okay. Oh shit, okay. So I'm kind of doing stuff and I can close it. Okay, that's good. And what am I updating? I'm updating game state. If it's less than 1, then close the window. So we can close the window from our game. Let me turn that down. That's great. That's actually great. I'm gonna just... That's cool. That's good to know. I'm gonna do this very nicely. Welcome back, Night Beats. Welcome back. Thank you so much for having patience. Never been better. Wow, man. Cool, man. What's up? Did you have a good week? I hope you had a good week. Let's see. Just let me know if you can hear me good, because I changed the microphone settings and I would love to know. I need to actually switch this. Here you go. Okay, let's see. Can you hear me fine? Let me see. You should be able to hear me pretty all right. Okay, let's get started. So I'm registering the CPP functions. I'm requiring this. That's good. So it's just a test function. I think we can start removing test functions now. So we have a closed window. Let me do a window functions, and we're gonna try to do engine functions. I don't know. We'll see how we do that. I'm gonna try to organize this somehow. So basically, our whole thing now is to make sure the states are working, and I want to make sure that is working by making a state. So I have 2 states, and what's gonna happen is that when I close one state, the next state's gonna start up, and I need to push states. Okay, we're gonna see how that works. Yeah, I'm creating a chess engine using SFML. Okay, so I'm guessing it's going well for you then, my man. Good. Good. I'd love to see this chess engine. I'm always fascinated by these amazing, kind of intricate, hard to make engines. I've never been able to make a chess engine, but it sounds amazing. My thing has always been to make all these cool flashy things, but nothing really complicated underneath, you know? Chess engines are really complicated, at least to me. So that's good to hear, man. Okay, so I'm running the game, and I'm initializing Lua here. I'm pushing the first state onto the stack. So I'm not gonna do this actually. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a little, let me see if my camera is working. Okay, what I'm gonna do here. Oh, you understand pointers better thanks to me? Wow, man. That's good to hear. It's good to hear. Yeah, I like to explain pointers to people. That's kind of my thing now. And arrays, pointers and arrays. Oh man. So just let me know, you guys, if you want to know anything. I'll do live demonstration on whatever you guys need. If I know it myself, I might be rusty here. So we're initializing the first state. Let's go into our game.h. What I do want here is I do actually want a stack. Come on. I need to include that. I haven't included anything. Include stack. Include vector. Include list. Okay, we'll have a few of those. Since this is pre-compiled headers, we're pretty good. Include stdio.cstdio. Okay, that's good to know. Let's include fstream. Let's include string stream for stream. Okay, very nice, very nice. Now we're gonna go ahead and do that stack thing we're talking about. Stack states, and we're gonna do. It's actually just gonna be a string. Std stack std string states. And what that's going to do is we're going to keep them as file names, and we can load the state's name into this. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's kind of it's kind of risky business here, but everything should be handled through Lua anyway. Also the circular dependency thing. Oh yeah, that one, the one with the precompile, or what was it? Predefined. What was it? Something with definition, something. I'll remember it. If you remember the name, please tell me, because I forgot. I've been gone. Okay, I've actually been sick, so I have a right to forget. That's a lot of includes. Yeah, man, that's the beauty of precompiled headers. You can include all you want, and then it will be compiled into one little object file, and then it will be very quick to import. So that's the beauty of that. Always use precompiled headers when you can. Good. Now we have states. Register Lua functions. Now I'm gonna make one static int push state Lua state, because we want to be able to push states through Lua, and these states are going to be absolutely amazing, because what we're going to do is we're going to try to safeguard this somehow. I'm going to try to safe this up, maybe using some kind of cool functionality. We'll see. We don't want to be able to push any text here. Let's see. Okay, string test function. This is just a test function. We're going to remove the test function. I don't want to clog up all my game here. Let's remove our test function, since that was working already. If you guys really want to know what I was doing on this, you can check out the last live stream. You got a bunch of stuff I was working there. And yeah, today I'm just going to keep developing this game, and we'll see how this. So push state, good. I'm going to do this manually again, so I get it in my muscle memory. Get global. So I'm getting the global game that I pushed in the beginning from my Lua state. Okay, once I have the game, I want to cast it. So I'm going to make a game pointer, and I'm going to say game pointer Lua to user data. Try not to look here, but I probably am. Okay, so now we have our game here. Now we can access our games things. This is the cool thing about this. Lua, this seems very complicated, but what's actually happening, I think, is that we're pushing our whole game object, this own game object, to, I can remove this test function here, to here, right here, in register Lua functions. In the beginning, we're sending it to Lua, the stack. Okay, we're setting it as a global variable in Lua, and it's going to be saved there. And any changes done in C++ is going to be changed there as well, since it's a pointer to it. And then what happens is you can always get that back and access that game's variables. And since this is a static function, you're going to have to get that game object back, because a static object doesn't really pertain to any specific object of that class. So you have to kind of get game back in that object, and then I hope that makes sense. It's kind of complicated anyway, not when I'm explaining it, but that's cool. But we're going to get started. So we're going to push a state here, and we want a input. So we're going to have to get it to the string state equals Lua to string L, whatever is on top of the stack And then good, okay, very good. We're gonna get that. And this is returning 1. Let's see how we did that. You know what? I'm gonna go get that back from my other one here. Lua, no, this is volume 2. Here we go. Programming. Let's see how this works, guys. This is gonna be amazing. I can't understand and didn't at the same time. Let me see. Let me just see one thing, all right, guys? I just want to see what's happening. So we have our game object in main. We're creating our game object here. This is our game object 1, all right? And then, of course, we have our game class here. I think this is what's happening. We have a game class here. And you know the class is just a blueprint, right? And we're creating an object out of that, game 1. And then we have our whole Lua thing here. We have our Lua here, and we are actually sending this game object to Lua. So we're putting game 1 into Lua stack, and this game class has a static variable, for example, or a static function called static func1, okay? And this doesn't pertain to any specific object, it's for the class. And you can call this in Lua. So I'm calling this in Lua, and it has no idea about game. This function has no idea about game, so you can't access any of the internal variables of this game class object. Only the static variables in here you can access. So what's happening is this static function is asking Lua for the game object that we want to change. So it's going to get game 1. It's going to get game 1 into the static function here, and it's going to change something from this game 1 object. Any of the variables from this game object. That's why you can't access your own, because there's no direct access to this game 1 object. It has to get it back from Lua. So hopefully that makes sense. This is what I'm understanding from this whole process. I'm not an expert, but I'm thinking that might be it. Mr. PhD, what do you think? Give me some feedback on that one, if you listen. Hopefully that made sense. Yo, Reuven, can you make an episode of your SFML tutorial series where you can break, add, and save the map? Of course, man, of course. Did you check out my tile map tutorial? Did you check that out in SFML tutorial? Isn't that what you need, maybe? Maybe you don't, that's not what you need. Break / add and save the map. You mean break tiles and add tiles and remove tiles and stuff? Because I have an SFML tutorial on that. If you go and look at my SFML tutorial, you should maybe have that. Otherwise, in my SFML series, I have a bunch of stuff on tile maps. I can try to show you. The Lua load user data looks like a malloc in C. You can cast it into type pointer. Yeah. Yes, that is very interesting, actually. Okay, cool, man. That's a cool thing. It's a good thing to know, actually. I was fascinated by this Lua stuff. So let's see. Lua repetition. Where's my programming projects? Lua test. Here's what my old one is. I just want to check the code from this. How I'm getting game. Whoops. Game. Register Lua functions. Get map tile. Okay, so this is. Let me get some state related. Set state. Okay, so I'm getting, no, that is update state. Set state. So I'm getting the game. I'm doing this, exactly this. Oh, this is to -1. Okay, you should not do -1 then. You should do -2 because game is on top. Of course. -2 is the next thing. Whatever comes in from there. And that will be, I'm trying to load the file. If there's an error in loading file, we'll see what happens. Refresh, of course, it removes everything from my containers that I have. We'll get to that later. So that was my idea here. Let's see how I was working this. I was getting -1 on top. And then the Lua string is gonna come after that. So it will be, okay, global toString -2. But is -2 above that? Let me check something, guys. Let me see. Lua stack. Let's see how Lua stack works. I know that the Lua stack, the top value, and then -2. Okay, first is always the least minus number. So I could do 1 and 2 actually. The first one would then be, okay. -2 would be, so imagine there only being 2 things here. This would be -2, this would be -1. So game gets pushed back. Game is here first, then it gets pushed back to second, and my string comes here. So that's why we're doing -2. This is so complicated, guys. Like, you should just keep this as a screensaver or something. I mean, that's crazy. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put this -2. This is top of a stack. Let me do a little thing for myself here. Let me go to resource files and add a new item. Let's see, Lua notes.txt. I do want a txt class here. I don't know, whatever. I'll just add that. You know what? We'll have this Lua notes.txt. Okay. Let's do a little thing here. This is all I need. 3 is all I need. So this would be 1, 2, 3. This would be -1, -2, -3. Is that correct? Or is that the other way around? I already forgot. God damn it. I already forgot. Okay, let's go back. No. God damn it. Where is it? Here we go. So this would be 1, 2, 3, -3, 2, 1, and this would be last, and this is the first, and this would be the Lua stack example. So the first one would be -2. Okay, all right. I could do get top as well, because that will give you the number. No, that gives you the number of objects. Okay. Interesting. Okay, never mind. We'll keep working from here. That's fine. Where are you guys? Okay, tomorrow I'll start your SFML series. Need to finish my basic C++ course today. Nice, man. Good. I really hope you find something you like, Knife Beats. This SFML doesn't have it, and a series will be good. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, though. I'll do that. One, use those features I wouldn't use. Okay. Yeah, man. I'll try to help you out on that. After SFML, I'll learn C# and Unity. Cool, bro. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You should check out Shadow's stream on that. You should check out Shadow's stream on learning Unity and C#, because he does them on Twitch, I think. If you check out Discord, you'll see a link to that. I think he did one yesterday. I didn't manage to catch that, but you should check that out. He'll be streaming and working on learning those, so check that out. Give him some support. Maybe you'll like it. Have you learned Python in life? Yes, I did try Python. We did work with that a bit, and I forgot everything, to be honest. I have touched it, and I do like Python. It looks pretty cool. Hey, cool, bro. What's up? What's up, man? What's up? How you doing? Welcome, Mohammed. So happy you're here. C++ is your first language? I see, man. That's cool. Yeah, C++ is good as a first language, I'd say. Very nice. Can you guys hear me all right? I need to know, because my mic settings are. Did I ask that before? I need to know if I'm speaking too loud, if it's burning your ears. Okay, update set state, push state. So okay, so we got that. Now int error equals Lua call or load file. So std state plus Lua or state Lua call okay. dot C string. Of course, you need C string when you're working with Lua. It's made in C. We're p calling it. If error, I'm trying to do this by memory. That's why I'm a little slow. If we're getting an error, then we're gonna print out the cout Lua dot. So what if I do Lua get top? So top gives me the number of values there are, and that's not correct. One is always the top. That is so strange to me. Hold on, I gotta see this fifth. So if I do get top, that gives me how many values there are. That doesn't work. Oh, that only clears the stack. Okay, remove item. So if I want to remove the first one, I should always do 1, the one that's on top. Okay, let me see how I did it here. So we're popping everything. It's even popping the game here. Okay, well, that's cool. That doesn't matter. And to user data already pops it. You gotta remember, some of these already pop stuff from the stack. Why is it like this? Okay, you know what? Let's just keep it. So we're doing toString -1. So what happens when I'm doing toString -1? Why is it doing that? Shouldn't I do toString 1? Is that really the Lua stack? I'm confused now. Okay. Stack top. Top, here it says top is... Oh my god. Now it says -1 is the top and 3 is the top. And -3 is the bottom and 1 is the bottom. 3 is the top, -1 is the top. Okay, you know what? So that would mean that -1 game would be a -1, -2 would be the string. That doesn't make sense. That seems wrong to me, to be honest. I'm sorry guys, I need to check this out. Lua stack. Okay, so -1, -2, okay, all right, so 1 goes up like this, -1, and -2 would then be the last one. Lua push string X. Okay, we're pushing it X, so -1 is the last thing pushed. Oh man, why can't I, -1, and then we're pushing X, so -1 is the top of the string, top of the whole thing. Okay, so that's why that is pushed on top. Very interesting. Okay, okay. Very interesting. And it kind of goes up like that. Okay. Interesting. The last thing pushed then. Lua pop. Pop. What's that? Top L. So how many we want to remove? We want to remove everything from the stack. And we're good to go. Okay, that seems like a good function right there. See what you guys are doing. Jan, welcome, John. Jan, how do you say name, bro? Jan, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sound is okay, thank you. You seem to have learned a lot of languages, didn't you? C++ was your first. You asking me, bro? You asking me? So yeah, it was C++. Actually, it was Visual Basic if you were asking me. But C++ is the one I really learned first, you know, the one I really got good at, I think. Yeah, what's up, man? You were in school? All right, I hope that was good, man. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good, man. Thanks for tuning in, my man. My best man. How you doing? Or do you push into the stack? So the third one is on the top right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Topmost makes sense. -1 offset is the topmost. Okay. First in, first out stack, right? First in. No, it wouldn't be. I think it's LIFO, right? Last in, first out. So if I push a number onto it, if I consume that, it will always consume from the top. So I think it's last in, first out, LIFO. Is that right, Knife Beats? I think so. I think it should be then. Okay, so that's very interesting. So let me try to understand this. I'm sorry it's taking so much time, guys. I really need to try to understand this. So what's happening here in my game is I'm pushing here. Let me make a little illustration here. So I have like two things. So I'm pushing game here. First of all, I'm pushing game. Okay, so that would be at position 1, -1, right? And then on top of that, I'm pushing a toString. I'm getting, oh no, it's already on the stack. Okay, that's what the toString, I'm not pushing anything, guys. When this is called, it's already on the stack. So this will be pushed in. Whatever was called this function will have put this in already. So it will be at, the string will be at -1 now. Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. No. When this function is called, it will look like this at the same time. It will be like that on the same time. So I might as well write string 1. Okay, let's make a test function for this, guys. I need to try this. I need to really get this, okay? I need to really understand this. Let's make a test function. Let's go into game.h. Put them next to each other here. Yeah, right, yeah. No, that's cool, man. I was also confused, really confused. I think it's taking more time than you understand things, so it's okay. Yeah. I'm not sure about that, bro. I've been called slow, if you know what I mean, when it comes to this. But one thing is, I'm persistent. I don't care how slow I am. Doesn't matter. As long as I understand it in the end, I'm happy. Static int learn test fun. I shouldn't have removed the test fun, guys. God damn it. You guys should stop me when I do dumb stuff like that. That's why you guys are here. Okay, why are you going crazy here? Okay, thank you. So we're gonna make a test function again, but that's cool. It's gonna go fast. Don't worry. It's gonna go real super fast. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. We already have our test function. Let's remove all this. Boom, boom, boom. Let's put this into here. And one thing I want to see is if I return something. Hold on. If the function returns something and you push it, this number should change. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure of that, because these aren't changing. But where I push a number. Here, get window height. This will push a number to the stack and it will set it. And we'll get that. Right? How does that work? Lua push number L game window size. Let me just see how that works. That's hella interesting. So we're pushing the number. CPP new texture. For example, let's see new texture. Let's see new texture. I want to see how that works. New texture. So what we're doing is we're actually pushing an integer onto it. Oh, and Lua can grab that. It will be like a return from this. It will return 1. When you do return 1, it will return the top of the stack, whatever it pushed. Okay, that's very interesting, guys. This is a cool language. I like that, but it's kind of complicated, won't you say? I think pretty complicated, but it looks pretty cool. Let's go back to this then. Okay, so we're not returning anything here. We're just getting something to the top of the stack. Let's go back to our test function. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, boom, boom, boom. We're getting the game. We're getting a toString, and all I want to do I don't even want to call it. What I want to do is std string str equals Lua to string L minus 2 std cout str. Now let's register this function, test function. Let's go to our register functions here. Close window. And then what we're going to register is also the set state. Excuse me? Why is it not finding set state? Push state. Should we have it as push state? Yeah, we'll have it as push state. That's different. It's a little different. Test func. Always copy paste it into these. You guys should try this. This is really fun. Yeah, it's Jan. Cool, man. What did you write, my man? What did you write? Okay, we already closed that state. Never mind. That series is awesome. Thank you for making it. Wow. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. You know, I was having some doubts yesterday, guys. I was feeling kind of down. I don't know if I want to continue with this series and YouTube and stuff. I don't know. I just had one of those days, guys. And I mean, you know, it's YouTube is a platform where you just work so hard every day, and the return isn't. But I mean, what you guys write, stuff like that, it just makes it all worth it. I just want you guys to know that. Not that you have to write it all the time, but I do appreciate it. I just want you to know it really does make a difference. So thank you so much, Jan. That means so much. All you guys, for that matter. Thanks for chilling and hanging out. So what we're gonna do, away from the deep stuff, is we're gonna call our test func here. Game state register. Okay, you don't have to do this if you don't want. Push state test func, you know, CPP, but I like to know what is what. So when you have the CPP before, I'll know it's a registered function from C++. Test func, and let's send in hello. Let's just send in hello. It doesn't really matter. Let's send in hello. You don't need that, and just run it again. And you should have a little hello playing here. Good. And that's in a while loop, of course. String equals io.read. Read line, I think. str, can you do that? Oh, read line is not a io.read. Let's see. So it's waiting for something. So it's just going to print out whatever I'm doing. That's good to know. Good. Now we're going to go back to our here. So that is obviously getting what I wanted to get. It's getting the -2. But now it's probably going to break because I'm going to try to get -1 here. Now let's see what happens. Yeah, that broke because you can't really print that out. Good. But there is nothing at minus. Okay, I think std cout Lua get top L. I want to see how many values are in Lua, and I want to just say stack size Lua. What did you guys say? Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Was that loud? I'm really sorry. That was my wife doing some kind of background baking. Yeah, that's my wife doing some stuff. Is it really loud? Is it really bad? Is it really bad? She's doing something. Always making me cookies, making me fat. So let's write that. Stack size is 2. Stack size is 2. It is 2. So there is something there. What happens if you do this afterwards? Here, I'm sorry, I just need to know what's going on. Okay, still 2. So this did not consume anything. And let's see. It's okay. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll see. I'll see. She's probably done soon anyway. ToString was fine. This usually doesn't pick up stuff. I think it's my compressor doing that. It's picking up a lot of background sounds. Anyway, let me know if there's anything annoying. So that's cool. Now, what if we do this? String 1. You actually didn't have to do this. What I could do is just print this out directly. That makes it a lot easier. So I'm just gonna print out, what is that position, and then I want to print out Lua get type. Is there a get type? Type name of L. Can you do that? I'm not sure if you can do that. Let me see. No value. SD and then no value. Okay. What about type? Okay, 2. Type 2. That's very interesting. Lua L type name. Can you do that? User data. Okay, so we have a user data there in the first spot. So this is not removing it. This is just, okay, that's not removing it. That's good to know. That's good to know. And then we get the ToString here. Now let's see how this works. So let's do another ToString. L minus 3 would that be then? Because we're getting it from the, I wonder if this would be the third string lol. We'll just get lol back. Let's see what position that is at. Lol comes first. So what that means, guys and girls, is that this second variable is put at the top, and the one after that is here. So the way you want to print this is actually like this to make it make sense. Okay. So this is at top, the top. It goes, reads it like that from right to left. I wonder how I can make stdostream operator as an optional override. Ah, okay. Optional override. Like in my main, if I choose not to print out, it's going to include stdostream operator in other classes. So to make it as an optional override. Interesting. I haven't really thought of that. I haven't thought of that, man, actually. I know you can override it, but I don't know exactly in what scenario you need that. Let me just think. Okay, so the first one, the third one. Hold on, let me see. Then in that case, so SD and LOL, good. So SD comes at -3, the first. No, it does read it like that. SD. And then -2 would be the LOL. Okay, that does make sense. So if I write 1, it should be the first one, and then 2 would be LOL. Let's try that. I just need to try that. So 1, and then 2, and then this would be 3, of course. Yeah, that was correct. Okay, so we're good. All right, then I understand how to do it. Let me just duplicate this and make a one and a 2 here, and just comment that out so I remember. We'll always have a test function so we can test some Lua stuff. That's good to know, actually. Stack size. Good. Okay. So we're good. We're good to go with that. Let's see how we did our set state. So push state. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna load the file. You know what I want to do? Shit, okay. So the way this works is you have a vector then in this case. Usually I have stacks where I put things on top, but I can't load the file all the time. I can't do that in a loop. I just want to do it once. So I have to set the state. I have to set the state. Okay, it should be called set state. You know, we'll change that name right here. Set state, and also in the register, set state, and call it set state as well. Good, good, good. Set state. And then we go here to game state, and we'll say, we'll remove this now. We're pretty good. I think I kind of understand it. We'll see. Register to set state, and then set state. And we do have an error check there, so it's no big deal. I mean, if we try to push a state that doesn't exist, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We should be good. So of course, main menu state should be first. And then let's try this then. Let's try to call set cpp set state to game state, and it should call this function, and then we'll say print hello from game state, and then the update will just do this game state here. Boom, boom, boom. Good, good, good. So go to your game here. Now let's do a main menu state.lua. And then of course we do need the Lua, I think, because I just saw that there, game state.lua. And now, if I'm thinking right, we should be into game state. Hello from game state. Okay, so we push main menu state and then game state. That's good. That's good to know. That's good to know. And if you remove, if you want to end this state, okay, when you end this state, shit, okay, yeah, we gotta think how that's gonna work here, because you need an end state, and it should push another state onto it when you end it. Okay, yeah, we'll figure that out. This is no big deal. Did you try SDL2? Wait, oh, I used to debug by printing out stuff like structures of my board or list moves. Since I have GUIs, I didn't need to print out anything in the production build. Okay, all right. Interesting. So you don't need to print anything out. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if you can do that then with the optional override. I'm not sure if you can do that. Did you try the SDL2 library? I haven't yet. I did work with it a bit before, but now I'm gone. Yeah, welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Thank you. What word was that? Did I say something? I forgot what I said already. Lol. Man. Thanks for chilling, guys. I gotta keep seeing what to do here, so I can push that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I want to get as much data as I can. I want to get as much data as I can. Close the window. Oh, I said poo in the bad way. Oh man. Oh man. I think that's kind of the limit of what you can do. But I'm guessing we're all PG-13 here, so it should be good. I should say. What should I say instead? I shouldn't say anything, right? I should say like blah, or crap. Is crap bad? Poo. I should just say poo. Come on, guys. This isn't a PG-13 stream, okay? Do you know COVID-19? Yes, I do, bro. And I have had it. I'm pretty sure I have had it because I was sick for 2 weeks just before now. And that felt like poo. It did feel like poo. And I'm still coughing. You're lucky today, guys. That's why I'm streaming today and not a week before, because I've been sick so long. I haven't been able to do YouTube or anything. So, but yeah, I'm back at it. We're good to go. So let's see what is going on here. Let's keep working on the game. states. Frick, man, that could really easily roll off my tongue in the wrong way, because you might not know this, guys, but I can be pretty vulgar, and it might be an automatic, tendency to say it in the bad way. Did Livestream enable sub? My English is very poor. No, it didn't, man. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do that. Maybe you can do the automatic subtitle generation thing, if that works. It is kind of funny. That is true. Okay, then I guess you don't need the states. I was thinking completely in the wrong way. Do we even have states here? Window, buttons, no states, guys. There's no states here. There's only the one Lua state. Damn it. Okay. What you could do is get. Nah, that's not gonna be good. See, the way I'm working things is I'm keeping a bunch of containers, which I can access things from, in here. Ah, man, I'm not sure. I don't like this way of doing things. I really don't, but that's the way you gotta do things, guys. You gotta do things. Do I have a character class? No, I don't. I have everything here. So the engine. Oh, I have a whole tile map, 2D vector of tile map here. Okay, guys, it's very interesting. Very interesting. I do like this. This is very nice. I don't know if I'm gonna make my co-op game in Lua and all this. I'm not sure. I do want to, but I'm not sure. There's a few challenges here in what way we're gonna do things, but I guess that's cool. Let me try to make a new thing here. New filter. I'm gonna call it player. So everything pertaining to the player will be kept here. Add a new item. So we're gonna make our first Lua class, player.lua, and this will be a Lua file. Good. Now let's see, how did you do this? Player equals an empty table, and that empty table's index is set to player. And I'm gonna explain this. This is how you make classes in Lua, all right? Local of this. This is kind of weird. I know it is weird. Set meta table this self. And then we'll do function player end. Okay, so we're gonna see. You guys are gonna learn something fun here. Very interesting. But first of all, I have to see if this is gonna work. Create. Let's call it create, and do that. Boom. Okay. Pretty sure you did that. Let me see. Lua test. Let's go to player. Entity. Okay, I should have an entity here. Entity create. XY index entity. Oh yeah, you gotta register all that. Okay. Entity create. Local set metal table this self, return this. Okay. So return this. You set the meta table and then you return it. Player create X and Y. This is the nice thing. You don't have to define any types here. Let's see what you guys are doing. Yeah, I don't know when it is right. Yeah, right? You're having a hard time. That's true. It's a combination of Python, so itself and this. Yeah, right? I mean, it's crazy. This is insane. Knife beats. Okay, get set function, how it works. Okay, I'll show you, bro. I'll show you. Just a second here. Let me just make sure this is completed. Okay, this is completed. Good. Player create is completed. Let us also do the let's do the require register CPP function. So okay, I'll explain this in a second for those of you who want to know what's going on. Also for my future knowledge, because I'm gonna be rewatching my streams later. So this is cool. Okay, so let's go to the getters and setters, man. So let's say you have a class, okay? Let's say you have your any class here. I'll just show it in the game class, okay? So my man, okay, so you want a getter and setter. So let's say we're making a getter and setter for the float value DT, okay? And now it looks like Node.js, man. So many languages mixed up here. Yeah, man, I think Lua just like took everything, compiled it, made it into one thing. But anyway, let's see. Okay, so we want to do a float getter and setter. So let me just do the getter first. Of course, when you're getting something, you're gonna get it out of this class object, all right? Then you need to have the same type as the value you're getting. So you want to get DT, okay? That is a float. So your getter is gonna be a float get DT. You don't have to have exactly this name. You can have whatever you want. You can just call it DT get or whatever you want. What I do usually is I always have get first. Or yeah, get, and then I have the name of the variable after that. So get DT with a big D and a big T if you want, depends, whatever looks better. And you want empty parentheses, and then you want to close that. Now there are two ways to define this. Okay, let me show you. So first of all, you can do it like this. So in your CPP file, this is your H file, your header file. In your C++ file, you want to find the function here. You want to make it exactly like this. Now I did it quickly by cheating using Visual Studio's functionality. But if you want to write it, it should look just like this. So this is weird that it's, no, that's not in it. Sorry about that. Where is it? Get DT, sorry, here. This is how it should look. I'm sorry. So float was a type. And of course your class name, because it contains in this class name. And then you get your name, get DT, and empty parentheses. And then you're going to return this DT. All right? You understand? So remember, your H file looks like this for get DT, empty parentheses. You don't have to put anything in there. Your C++ file will have the same thing defined, and you'll just return this DT. So what you can do outside is you can receive this variable and you can use it outside of the class, because your DT is probably going to be private, under private. If it's not under private, you don't need a getter and setter. If it's public, you don't need a getter and setter. Only for private and protected variables do you need getters and setters to access them outside. So that's one way to do it. That's the getter. Now I'm going to do a setter for the same variable DT, okay, for the same variable. Now it's going to be a void because we're not getting anything. We're setting it. We're setting the internal value of this in the game object. And then you want to get a value from outside. So then you want to call it set DT maybe. And the same type, float as your DT variable, float DT. You don't have to call it DT, you can do whatever you want here, but I'm calling it the same thing as it's called in game. All right, but this will give you an important lesson, okay? Let me show you. So I'm gonna define this as well. I'm gonna go to this file. So I cheated again, but you want to do it just like this. Void game set DT, float DT, okay? Don't forget this game thing, otherwise you're going to have an issue. So this is the setter. What you want to do is this DT equals DT. Now let me explain. Let me just explain. This is called the same thing as the internal value. That's why this is very important to differentiate what is what. So if this was called something else, you don't have to use this, but usually I keep the same name. So you want to say this class's value DT, the object's value DT, internal value, is being set to this temporary variable coming from outside, okay, this parameter here. And since it's called the same thing, using this will tell you which one is the class's DT and which one is coming from outside. So then you just equal that to this and you're good to go. Then you'll set this value. So that's what a setter is. It sets the value of this variable. So that's done. You're good to go. So you're saying this is done. This is getter and setter is done. But if you want to do it another way, it's as a cleaner way. Whoops, what did I do now? I know what I did. Okay, this is a cleaner way, guys. So you want to set it, for example, in game here. You have your two things here. What you can do is make it very optimized. Inline float. You can do an inline void as well. You don't have to do inline here, but it kind of optimizes it, I think. I'm not 100% sure why it did that. It reads this line, and it quickly reads the line somehow. I'm not 100% sure again, because I forgot. But anyway, so you can do it in here, in the header file itself. And doing getters and setters in the header file is a good practice, because you don't convolute your CPP file. You make it a lot more compressed. And what do you call it? A lot nicer, a lot cleaner. So in the H file, again, we're still in the H file. Use your squiggly braces here and do the exact same code. Return this DT. You don't have to use this here again. I do it for the what do you call it? Because I'm used to it. And in here as well, this DT equals DT. And here you have to use this DT equals DT. Okay? And this is, you're done. You're good. You're good to go. If you want to make it extra nice, what you can do is you can do float reference, const float reference, which is a little more optimized. It's not a lot more optimized. I mean, you don't have to do it. When you return a copy of this value, it's fine. But if you return a reference, you put const there. It means you can't change it, but you're returning a reference of this, and it's a little more optimized. You're not copying it and sending a new copy here. What you can also do is you can put a const after this to say it's not being changed. So this is a pretty optimized version of a getter. Remember this. If you want to set it, what you can do is you don't want to put const here anywhere, but you can put const here, const float dt, since this value will be probably a const coming in, and set your internal value to that. So hopefully that answered your question, man. There you go. I'll keep these if you want to see them ever again. So that's a good way to do it. Okay. Whew. Quick question. I saw you did const and get number const with const twice. Why the redundant const? Okay, hopefully that explained it to you. I'll explain it once more. This const is connected to this float. Okay. So what were you talking about? Get. Okay, so get this const, this float. You're getting this dt, right? So you're sending it out, and you're sending this out as whatever you write here. So I'm sending this out as a float reference, but it's const. So whatever I'm getting outside, I'm not allowed to change it outside. It's a const. You're not allowed to change it. What this means, this is connected to whatever is happening inside the squiggly braces. So this means this function, I guarantee you, computer, I'm telling the computer, I guarantee you, bro, that this function is not going to change this value. It's not doing anything to my internal member variable. It's not going to do anything to any internal member variable. And that optimizes it. That helps you out a little bit. So it's guaranteeing the computer that nothing will change any value in here. If you have a local variable, you can change it, but no member variable will be changed in this function. And this is connected to this one, all right? In the set, this const inside here is only connected to this local variable. So it's saying that this float is coming as a constant. You can't change it in here, but your own member variable you can change. So hopefully that's a good explanation, Mr. PhD. Hopefully you understand what's going on. No problem, Knife Beats. Yeah, do it. Train, practice. The best way of doing things. So hopefully that explained it to you guys. You guys are awesome. So that's great. Okay, everything's working fine. So I gotta keep checking here so everything's working. You guys are awesome for sticking around. Let's go to back here, working on the engine. Good, next step. Closing the window, we're setting the state from internal. I want to do an end state. And end state, how would that look, guys? How would that look? CPP end state. Good. And let's actually create that as well. That could be a good thing. I'll explain this in a minute. Close that, close this, close that for now. Close this. Okay, now a little cleaner here. So let's create that function. Of course, man. Of course. Thanks. Hope you guys learned something. So let me know if you have any more questions like that. And of course, anytime, guys. I'm happy to help you guys out. Static. What I can do here is a Control D is great, guys. Use Control D in Visual Studio. It duplicates a line. End state. Good. So this end state is basically the end state. So this will end this state. This will end this state, the one we're in. And then let's see, end it and set another state for us after that. So we'll pretty much get the next state. Boom. First it will clean up from old state. And then we'll load a new state. New state. And this is obviously gonna get a variable in. Okay, guys, good to know. It's good to know. Cool, man. Good. I'm happy, guys. I'm very happy. Very, very happy as of right now. So this is good. This is working good. Let's go to our game state. It's printing hello from Lua. Now I want to actually get something moving here. I don't like this. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna do some engine containers. So std vector sf sprite sprites. Good. We have a render function. Let's do a void render sprites and a void update is fine. We don't need to update the sprites. We'll render the sprites here, and all it will do, we'll just render all the sprites we have in that container in whatever order it is in. So render sprites. This render sprites, and this is going to be a for each loop, for each sprite reference in this sprites. Good. Okay, well, what? What are you talking about, bro? For each sprites? Why is this bugging out? Why is that bugging out? Why is that not working? That's hella weird. Expected a... Well, you do have one. What? That is so weird. It always does work. I don't know why this is not working right now. Didn't I define that as sprites? Sprite pointer. Okay, we'll do a sprite pointer. It is sprites. God damn. Interesting. Do you guys know why this is not working? What about this? So weird. This is so weird. Render sprites. Does a regular for loop work? Size. Maybe without that stuff? Okay, I gotta try that. That is very weird. For yeah, why is that? That's so weird. That is so weird. Expected one of these. Okay, good. You got that. Expects a... No clue why this is not working. It always does work. Let's see. Let's see why that is bugging out. Maybe you can't do it on a vector. Yeah, that does work. Oh wait, hold on. I know how that. I know. Yeah. I shouldn't use for each. Make damage. For next now, assume the C++ range-based loops. If you're uncomfortable, use for each. Okay, you can do that as well. That is very interesting. That is a good way. The iterator way is good. I want to do this though. I want to do this. That's how it was. I'm sorry guys. I'm forgetting all my C++. For auto for okay, good. Whew. Okay, thanks bro. There we go. Yeah. Hey Alex, how you doing, man? Welcome. Thanks for joining. Thank you guys. Thank you. I gotta freshen up this stuff. You know what I'm thinking of doing? I'm thinking of reading an entire Lua book and a C++ book just to get all this stuff down again. At least the C++ book with the new standard. Hey, Vitriol. I'm sorry, bro. Vitriol. Hey, bro. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great, man. Thank you for joining. Thank you all for joining. Alex, you too. Thank you, guys. So, sprite this window dot draw sprite. I don't want a pointer, guys. I really don't want a pointer. I want to do this. And I don't want... Well, I do want a pointer here. Damn it. I don't like that. I don't like having to dereference stuff, but okay, fine. We'll draw sprite. Of course, we'll have shaders in the game, so don't worry, guys. We'll be working with shaders as well. But I'm not going to get to that just now. This is just training, doing stuff from Lua. Render sprites. Good, so render sprites works. Now I need a way to push a sprite onto here from Lua. So our test function is our test function. That's good. Game related, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Static int. Let me just call X that. Push new sprite. So let's make a function new sprite. And this sprite, the way it's going to work is this sprite is going to be added from Lua into our engine, and our engine is going to render it. So a new sprite is going to be created. Let's do Lua get global L game, and then game pointer game equals game pointer Lua to user data, whatever's on top of the stack, and then we're gonna make a new with a texture and a position, first of all. So texture position input, okay? Td string texture file equals Lua to string -2. So this is gonna be 1. This is gonna be the first one. How did that work again? God damn it. I put it here somewhere, test function. So 1 and 2. -3 would be the first one. -3 is the first one. 1 is the first one. So I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna say 1 here. And I'm gonna do a position. It's gonna be at 2. Post x, float post x is gonna be Lua 2 float. Is there a float 2 number 2, and then a post y, which is gonna be the third one, and then we'll have our 2 positions, texture file in 2 positions. This sprites, no, game sprites dot pushback new sprite with new sprite, and this has to return the index of this sprite. That's how we're gonna keep track of it in Lua. Okay, all right. How are you guys doing? Please let me know. How are you guys doing during this COVID situation? Have you guys been good? How are your families doing? You're all okay? I need to know this. Return 1. Hope you're all doing great, as always. Lua push integer, and we need to push the last index of this sprite. Game sprites dot get size -1. So size -1 will give you the latest index of this sprite. So can you make a sprite with a texture and a, oh, you can make it with a texture. Okay, but we'll just make an empty sprite, and we will do a game sprites dot add so back public SF sprite. It will give me the last value, I think, back dot set position post x post y, and then we need to set the texture. We need to create a texture as well. Oh man, okay, you know what, we're just gonna leave that alone. Let's do a let's make a textures thing here as well. Textures. Good, good, good. And when you set the texture, it's gonna be the texture number actually. I think that would be better. That would be better. Do you work as a game developer, or is this your hobby? My game development is my hobby, but I work as a software engineer. So still working with software. But yeah, game development is the best way for me to code. That's what I love the most. Okay, so we are going to texture index is actually what I want. one int here. Lua to number. To number. Okay, okay. Actually, I want to get a string and I want to convert that to a number. If possible, then we'll put it in, but whatever. We'll keep it like this for now, then we'll position X, position Y. And then we'll see pushback sprite, set it game sprites dot set dot back set texture. Set texture. This textures. No, game dot textures. Textures at texture index. That's good. And then we need to dereference that, of course, to set that texture. Good. All right, that's not too bad. You need to go? All right, man. All right. Thank you for sticking around, bro. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, you too. All right. See you later, man. Hey, broken leg. What's going on? I'm doing good. Still no broken legs over here. Haha. But I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing great. Hey, Usman. Unity. Sorry, Unity. Yeah, man. I wish I knew. But yeah. I wish. Maybe one day. I know Shadow from the Discord works with Unity, you guys. If you want to watch him go through Unity and C#, you can check out his stream on Twitch. He linked something in the Discord. You can check it out. I broke my leg. It's funny, right? It's so funny. Okay, so we can set the texture from our texture index. But of course, if we can access this or not, that is the question. So this is dangerous to do. This is dangerous to do. If, let's do try catch char x char e. Okay, we'll get an exception here. Oh. Char, okay. Try this, and then we'll see if it catches exception. std cout e. Engine error. And then we'll print out E. So we'll try to get that. If it doesn't work, we'll see. We'll push back that integer, so that's good. Set the position should be fine. Good to go, good to go. Awesome, you guys. Amazing. So now we just need to make another function called new texture, because we need a new texture. And we need textures. So how we're gonna do that the best way? I want to access these textures through Lua. I want to make a table of textures. So we're gonna have an initialized textures that we can then access from Lua. Okay, this is interesting. New sprite. Okay, let's make a new texture function because we're gonna need that. Static int new texture. There we go. And then it's gonna be pretty much the same thing. as new sprite. Let's copy the whole thing. Okay, yeah, well I know how this is gonna work. It's not gonna be too bad. This is not too bad. Okay. Doesn't need this. std string texture file equals Lua toString L-2. So we'll get the texture file, and then we will push back a new texture like that. And of course we need it to be a pointer. It is a pointer, good. Oh, textures. Hindi and Tamil are different. Yeah, they are different. That is true. Very true. Very, very true. Tamil is from the south, right? I think it's more south. I mean, Hindi is mostly spoken in the north. And then you have Tamil, which is this textures. Yeah, which is over there in the south. So we're pushing the texture back, but if you cannot load it, if you can't load it, let's see how we can do this. Texture pointer temp equals new texture, and then texture, new texture. We'll make a temp one first. Temp load if temp load from file texture texture file. If we can't load it, we'll do a printout error. Let's make an error here. Could not open texture file. And then we'll do the texture file here. File, and then a new line. New SF texture. Loading the file. And if it couldn't load, then, if it could load, we'll push it back. Okay. And we'll not push back a new texture, we'll push back temp. Good. So you know both? No, I just know Hindi, bro. And barely know how to write it and read it. I actually don't know how to write and read. Only speak and understand. So my Hindi is pretty good, but you know, we just spoke it at home. We never had to write or anything since I grew up here in Sweden. Hey, should I learn SFML first to build skills or directly to learn OpenGL? Yeah, man. If you're into 3D, if you're going to go down with the 3D road, just go ahead with OpenGL. If you want to make games, if you're totally new to game development, my man, go ahead with SFML. I'd say it's easier to understand the whole game design perspective and like how to make games. It's a little easier. But OpenGL is great if you've worked with programming and stuff. Also, if you're new to C++, I wouldn't recommend OpenGL first. I'd say work on your C++ a lot before you get started with that. But yeah, there you go. Broken line is a reference to shoot oneself in the foot in C++. Okay. Basically, when you're coding and you mess something up and don't have a backup. Is OpenGL easier than DirectX? I don't know, that depends. OpenGL is a state machine, guys. So let me tell you guys how it works. Let me see. So what DirectX is you have classes, right? You have classes here. You might have a window class here. You might have a input class here, whatever. And you can create objects of those classes like that, just like in regular programming. A new window, a new input, and you can like window 1, maybe keyboard 1, something like that, so whatever. And you have classes and it's object oriented, okay? Okay, that's how that works. OpenGL is a little different. So let me tell you, here's OpenGL. And OpenGL is a state machine. It's not object-oriented. That's why you might be very confused in how it works at first. But this is good to know. If you're gonna learn OpenGL, listen to this, okay? Because this is gonna save you a lot of trouble. So to understand OpenGL, in the background, when you initialize OpenGL, it's gonna create a bunch of storage spaces, okay? Storage spaces like this. And say that you wanna create a vertex buffer. Well, you have to tell OpenGL, okay, set your state to working on what's going on. So we'll have a global state here, a state, and tell you to maybe create a context, a window, okay? So I'm gonna tell it to, okay, set your state to the window, and then we're gonna set the window to something, and then we might set our state to vertex buffer objects, so where you store all your models and stuff, or your points, vertices. So this is the VBO maybe. We create a new VBO in here by setting the state first. So you set it, then you create it, and it will stay there. Okay, it will stay there. But you can remove the state. You can go from this state now to setting it to another state here, where you create something, and then finally to your shader, setting your shader, and all that stuff. So you kind of go from state to state. In DirectX, you got to create your objects and then know how that works. So depends. Does your PC support RTX? If it does, recommend to play Minecraft with RTX. It does support RTX, bro. I just got a 2070 RTX in my new PC. But yeah, I do have the beta for Minecraft. I do have the beta, but I don't know how to access the RTX part because you have to buy the RTX world, right? Do you have any idea on that? How I should do that? Thanks, bro. Thanks, Vector. Also, welcome, Vector. Welcome. Thanks for joining. What's the time? 17:50. Okay, damn. I gotta go soon. But we gotta keep working on this a little bit. I want to try a few things. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Let's keep working on this here. New textures. Now we can create a new texture from Lua, which is nice. You guys are amazing, by the way. Thank you for staying so active. Really appreciate it. So here we go. Okay. First of all, I need to create a new texture, and then I need to create a new sprite from Lua. So it's gonna push that texture back. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's create a player. So to explain this, guys, let's explain this. What's happening here? Let me tell you, there's no such thing as a class in Lua, okay? You need to fix everything. So this is a fix for a container. It's an array that keeps all the object data for a class. And you can create new tables, new arrays that have this functionality. So in Lua, you can store anything in a table, okay? It can be any type, it can be a function you can store anything you want. So we're storing the entire class data in an array, and we're gonna use it. So if you're ever gonna do this, let me tell you what's going on. So we're creating an empty array here for player. This is an empty table. And each table always has a few preset variables that you can set. So the index variable for a table tells it to look for, when it doesn't find something, in which table should it go look for. So I'm setting that to itself. So whenever it doesn't find anything, a function, it should go into this table and look in here. So that's good. And then this table in here is now going to be a create function like this. And whenever you call this function, it's going to create a local table, this. And this is where we're going to put all our variables. And then all these variables are going to be for this player class. And it's a local variable. We're setting the meta table for itself. I don't know what that was. Hold on. Now meta table is like a template table for this table. So I'm setting this local arrays, okay, this local arrays meta table to the big player class table. Okay, so whenever you can't find anything in here, it's gonna go looking in player for functions. So if I'm calling some kind of player move, then it's gonna go in here and look for that. and I'm just returning this out. So I can save this array somewhere outside. So we'll create player 1, it will do everything in the local list and return it out. That will be my player 1. So we'll see how this works as we go on. It's not too complicated, it might be complicated at first, but we'll see how that works. I don't mind, my laptop didn't support it, never tried it before. Okay, I gotta check how to do it, man. I really wanted to try it, but I know Modern Warfare runs like butter on this computer. It runs so nice with RTX and everything, so I gotta try that. Anyway, so let's do this. Player sprite equals cpp new sprite at position 0, 0 with the texture file, texture number 0. Okay. That is good. Now that texture should already have been loaded. Let's see. Texture equals cpp new texture. And let's do a player.text player.png cpp new sprite. So this is whenever we create a new player and a new sprite. I wonder if this will work, guys. I'm not sure. So we're creating a new texture, player 1, and then we'll have to require player as well. Player. So we're requiring player.lua, and that will do all this. So we have to do this. Go to game state, player create, and we'll set that to the position 0, 0. Wait, X, Y. I don't know if you can use these in here. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe you can. We'll see how that works out. Good. Now we just need to make sure we have these. CPP new texture equals new texture. CPP new sprite. So I hope I spelled that correctly. Texture new sprite. Let's go into our register functions. State new texture. Put a new sprite. New sprite, new texture, new sprite. Good, they're registered. Player, hopefully it will create it here for me now. Whenever I create a player, it should create it right in here. So I'm going to create a player. So let's see. Let's see if that bugs out first of all. Probably it's going to bug out. Attempt to call method create a nil value. Okay. Player create player. You're requiring player. Let's see how we do that here. Entity game state. So we are requiring player. Require player. And then init player. Player create. Okay, I think I have a big letter. I think that's the problem. Player create. Vector subscript outer range. Okay, at least that is working. Fail to load. Unable to load. Okay, good, 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 good. And then we're setting sprites not there, so that's good. Now we need to put a Lua. Here we go. Let's go to here. Let's go in here. Let's make a new folder. Textures. Let's go in here. And let's put a PNG paint file new, resize to, let's resize it to 100, 100. Where's the 0, 100, 100? I just want to see if we can print out a nice little object here. So I'm just gonna make a dude here. I don't know what kind of dude this is, but this will be our player texture, okay? It's not looking real nice right now, but it will eventually. Whoops. Okay. Player.png. Textures, boom. Player.png in textures. Good. Of course, when we're creating the new texture in our player, we need to put textures. Oh man, what did I just do? Okay, textures, player.png. Okay, look at that. Look at that, guys. It's rendering something that we put out from Lua, which is amazing, 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 amazing. Good, guys. Good, that's working great. Hey, babe. Vad händer? Okej. Men du slutar snart. My beautiful wife. You want to say come hi? You want to come say hi, Ami? Hi. Come say hi. Busy. Oh my god. She's busy. Looking great. Not so long before you can publish to Steam. Lol. Alright, I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying, man. Did you see that amazing thing? Whoops. That absolutely amazing, beautiful texture. So now we have a texture. I'm rendering it to that beautiful thingy. I should have some music. I don't know why I didn't have music today. I should have some music. Always helps. Good. Now we want to move this. So before I end, I want to try to just make that. I want to do a. Let's make a input related section here. So. Keyboard input. What should it be called? Check keyboard. Check key pressed. Okay, well, let's make a key pressed thing. Good. This will return back to Lua 1 value. It will be a Boolean value, checking if a key has been pressed or not. So now I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to copy this Lua global game stuff here. So we have that. Now we're going to check a key code. I have to register that. I played some music before. Your wife played some music like vacuum like sound. Right? So you already heard her, so it's no problem. Good. It's kind of funny, man. So let's see. Good. So we have that. Let us check if Lua push boolean sf get sf keyboard is key pressed sf keyboard or code, and this int code is gonna be, so what is it expecting? It's expecting sf keyboard key. Sf keyboard key. What is that? I want to know what that is. It's an enumeration value key. So it's an enum. It can be an int. Int code is 0. Okay. Key to check. Bool is incompatible with type of Lua state. Oh, sorry. L. Okay. SF keyboard key, but that's an enumeration though, so it shouldn't be a problem. SF keyboard key A would then be a enum Oh, it should be fine. Constant code. Key. Keyboard key dot code. Keyboard code. How does that work again? Hold on. Keyboard key. What the hell did I do here? Key code. Okay, so you know what you can do? You can go here, you can go to peak definition, you can see what it is. So 0 would be A. So if I'm pressing 0, he's gonna check if I'm pressing that, it's gonna return that, otherwise it's gonna be false. So that's good. Let's just test this out here. Let's make one more. Let's do input. Let's do a static int move sprite state L. So we're gonna do a move sprite as well. And this is just gonna move it. So we need to set this first and then we'll register everything. So it's not gonna do anything. This is just gonna do get something. So we're gonna get the sprite we wanna move. And then we're gonna move it. And sprite index equals Lua to integer L minus 2. Game sprites at position sprite index dot move xy. Okay, so we need xy as well, of course. This will be 1 float plus x equals Lua to number 2, and then 3 plus y. This is the plus x value, and this is the plus y value. Okay, so what sprite, and then how we're gonna move it. Can we do something like a function that takes the Lua function and a list of arguments, like call Lua? Oh, the args. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. That's true. But I think the issue there is we have a different number of arguments each time and different types of arguments. So I'm not sure. I did try that before. Because I mean, that function would be great, but it's always differing, right? So what we're doing, what we're sending in, how many of these we want, what type it is, what it's gonna be. So I mean, you can have multiple arguments. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if you can do that in C++. I know you can in C#, but differing amounts of different types of arguments is kind of tough, I think, in here. That's why you have to do this manually. Hey, Faintless, hey man, welcome. Thanks to me, you learned a lot about C++. I'm happy, man. It really makes me happy. Thank you. Thank you for saying such a nice thing. And welcome. I hope you're doing good. Oh man, you compared me to the Cherno. That's crazy. Thanks, man. He's pretty successful. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Vector. That means a lot to me, just so you know. I'm really happy, man. I'm really happy you guys are here. It means so much. So let me know if there's anything I can help you guys with personally here, okay? That's what the streams are for. So let me know if you have a question. I'll try to answer it. And Mr. PhD, I'll try to do that, actually. I'll try to look into how to do that properly, actually. That would be nice. Anyway, we'll move this sprite. And when we want, we'll move it, and then we'll go from there. So move sprite and key press. Let's register those. Let's go up to our register functions, and we have a new thing to register here. 2 new things. Not here, I think I'll put it below. I'll do 2 new things. So move sprite. And then what else do we have? key pressed. Key pressed. And then I'll change this later to mouse, and because you gotta check the mouse as well. Let's do this. CPP move sprite. Move sprite. Remove that, and then we'll do key pressed as a CPP key pressed. Good. Now we have a few things here. Let's do if CPP key pressed, then end. So if we're doing key pressed, if key pressed, I don't know, 0, but we already have that hard coded. CPP move sprite player one.sprite. There we go. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, guys. I'm not sure at all. Oh man, 3000 FPS. Yo, I'm gonna burn my graphics card, guys. Let's do this. Let's go to init window. Let's do this window dot set frame rate limit to 144, and we won't have that issue. So maybe that broke something. Oh, it's ending the game state? Why is it ending the game state? Oh, wait, I'm not in game state. Oh, okay. Hold on. Well, yes, I should be. I should be in game. I am in game state. Function update. Game. Update states. I'm updating the state. So update states. I am calling it constantly here. I'll update. Okay, that just reads it. Okay, never mind. Move. Let's see how I did the move sprite. Okay, so move sprite. Oh, of course I needed the X and the Y. So I don't know. 10 or Y0. It's kind of confusing. So that would be the first thing coming in, the sprite index. Okay, yeah, we're moving from Lua, guys. We're moving it. Nice. Okay. Good job to me. All right, so what's gonna be, because you're using the same state, so I guess why not? No, right, Lo? Yeah, that's true. I'm using the same state. So I should make a function that can be like call here, so you don't have to do all this all over again. Right? That's true. I'll look into that actually. So your videos are just so good. Oh man, thank you so much, bro. Thank you. Do you know what to do when I'm getting errors from glue, like identify geochars, I'll identify? I don't think you're including OpenGL then. GLchar is OpenGL. It's not glue, so you're not including OpenGL properly. So you should look into how you're including it. I do have a video on linking and including, so maybe you want to look over that again. But thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so the last thing I want to do before I go, the last thing. Now we're getting the code back here, and I want to do Lua to integer here. To integer -2, or the first value coming in. I want to get that integer, and I want to check that code if it is that code, and that means from my game state I can do this. I can do a equals 0, s equals, let's check what s is in SFML. So SFML keyboard key, s is 18, s is 18, d is 3. S is 18, D is 3. 18, D equals 3. ASD, W equals 22. So 22. Let me save that here. I'm just saving this for my own sake, so I can say if my keyboard is pressed. Okay, if, else if keyboard is pressed is either 0 or 3, so A or D. We'll do -10 here. Else if, I think you can remove the end here then. There we go. So if the key is 18, or wait, what am I doing? If the key is S or W, S, then it should go down 10. W, it should be minus. If it's D or A. Okay, let's try this, guys. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. I don't think that worked. Attempt to call a string value. Okay. A, key pressed A. Let's try that again then. 18, 3. We'll see if we can fix this later. I gotta go, so I just want to finalize this. What is it calling string value? What do you mean? What string value? What are you talking about? I think this is an issue here. Let me try this. I don't think you can do it that way. This should work. Okay. Okay. So S. This is A. Let's just copy this. I gotta check that later how you do it in Lua. S D would be -10. This would be 0 and 10 here. And then our W would be -10. Please work. Okay. It's kind of, yeah, WS is working. A and D isn't really proper here. This would be D and this would be A. Okay, there we go. All right, now we can move our character around from Lua. See that? It's amazing. It's amazing, guys. There you go. There you go. Pretty much that's it for today. I just wanted to make sure it moves. In the next stream, I'm going to go ahead and make sure we have a nice sprite, have some more game stuff going, have a whole keyboard and mouse input section set. Jan, thanks, bro. You really enjoying this? Nice. Yeah, bro. I'll make sure to make the other one. The previous one, all these streams are saved, okay? So you can watch the saved stream from before. Just go to my videos, press on live, and you'll see all the saved live streams I've done. So you'll see all that stuff there if you're interested in rewatching. And we'll make this real nice. We'll make a cool, really nice, cool game out of this. Something like either the Metroid 2D or a co-op shooter. I'll see what I'll make, but something out of this engine at least. This is gonna be fun. Orgs, funk, orgs. Okay, alright. Void call Lua, auto function. Okay, yeah. Auto orgs. Okay. And then orgs, boom, boom, boom. I like that. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that in the next one, okay? Remind me if you're here in the next one. I'll try to remember how to do it. Let me just copy paste your thing here. There we go. There you go, guys. Okay, good. Whatever. So we'll keep it like this. Func L orgs, exactly, yeah. In my case, then that would be good. Okay, guys, thanks. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for sticking around, you guys, okay? I'll see you guys later in the next stream. I'm gonna go on and make some videos and try to save those, try to make something here and there. We'll see. But YouTube is going to be a little on the low for a little while. I'm taking a little break from all this since work and everything proved to be a little too much in addition to YouTube. But whatever I have, you can watch. If you have any questions, go ahead and go join the Discord. Check out the other videos that I have, all the playlists. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new as well, please. It'll be really nice of you. And then you can stick around here with me and all you nice guys. Have a good day, Mr. PhD. Thank you so much. Take care. Stay safe. Have a good day, all of you. Thank you so much for sticking around. And I'll see you in the next one, right? Bye-bye.